time on StonesThrow Cities Beneath.
Reeling from their encounter with the terrifying Indigo and the unexpected death of Lieutenant Jawripper, Troop B-84 decided to forge on with their mission and make their way to the inn where the Thieves Guild was hiding. Upon arrival, Project Troop Barf-84 worked shockingly well. Luna's vomitous theatrics sent the inn's receptionist scurrying outside, giving the group the opportunity to search for clues about where the thieves could be hiding. Lacan found a riddle, Luna found a box, and Kadal found himself feeling weaker and weaker as he suffered a mysterious malady resulting from their fight with Indigo. Since he wouldn't just tell his friends what was going on, the group had to practically force him to eat some of Lacan's magical treats. Luna tried opening the box, but it sensed her intentions and spat acid, melting most of the key inside. Cassia's height proved useful when she found a hidden switch under the receptionist's desk, revealing a trap door. One filthy, nasty, obscenely dirty 20 roll later, Luna used the tiny sliver of key that wasn't destroyed to open the lock, and Troop B-84 crept into the underbelly of the inn, where they found doors. So many doors, leading to so many rooms, full of nothing. Until Kadal found a room full of bandits. Cassia couldn't get through the door, Luna crossbowed from between Kadal's legs, Lacan, stuck in another room, tried to kick his way through the adjoining wall, Kool-Aid Man style. Kadal had what can only be described as a sexy grappling experience. No offense, guys, but this fight was pretty off the rails. Luckily, one of the bandits was open to a truce and convinced his buddies to surrender. Troop B-84, exhausted but unharmed, thought it was time to ask these bandits some questions.
Hello. Hello, friends. Friends and family, friends and party members. This is StonesThrow Cities Beneath. I'm Anna. That's Christina and Bo and Rachel. And that's your Dungeon Master, Nathan Sharp, aka NateWantsToBattle. We're thrilled to be back here with you. Thank you all for enjoying our last week when we were hanging out and chat with you, because we were also away celebrating my birthday. So thank you all very much for that. That was great. And this week, I can't wait to see what we will get up to, because last week was wild. Just a few things. If you haven't checked out our Discord yet, that's a great place to also hang out, as well as in the YouTube and Twitch chats. There's some amazing fan art in there and some good episode discussion that goes on. Also, a reminder that we are now YouTube partnered as well as Twitch partnered. So if you would like to show your support for the show and get access to some emotes, like the faces of the characters and I believe a doily, you can go ahead and become a member on YouTube or subscribe on Twitch. We're now also able to take super chats and tip jars if you feel like supporting in that way. But the most important way you can support is to be here, hang out with us, and tell the story alongside us, as you have been doing already. This is episode 6. That means we are about halfway through our first season, and I, for one, can't wait to find out what's going to happen. Nate, can we play?
Yeah. So, y'all find yourselves alone with this last remaining bandit. What do you do?
Which bandit was this? This is the bandit that doesn't want to die. He's the scary bandit.
Yep, the only one that seemed willing to comply in any way, and also the last one left. The other two have vacated the premise.
Okay. Cool.
And they told us already where the exit is and where the other artifacts are.
They technically haven't told you where the other artifacts are, but perhaps that conversation will lead to that.
I thought he said it's over there, and like pointed to some crates last time.
He said that about the exit.
Exit's by the crates.
Oh.
And The artifacts are in some crates somewhere.
Luna's gonna start rummaging through crates.
Okay.
She senses that there's a connection between Kadal and the bandit, so he seems to have that handled.
I don't think it's not the same.
him.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
She knows
bandit.
that Kadal really likes bandits, so she's gonna let him handle that.
Yeah.
She's extrapolating. She's learning
Yeah.
the world. Let her.
Yeah. You
All
guys.
bandits look the same to her.
All that.
She doesn't have bandits in the Glowwood.
So yeah, Kadal's like, can you just like stay here for a sec while they look around?
Sure.
And-
For what?
Well, that's a great question. Lacan, do we need him for anything?
I'd say we need him to answer a couple questions.
Yeah, we have some questions for you.
Nat, above board, is this the bandit that over the course of the fight mentioned that they weren't even supposed to be here, that they were filling in for someone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So this is an opportunity, I think, to play a little bit of a good cop, bad cop, but I don't think Kadal's capable of being bad cop. So
I can imagine he'd try to be like, tell me, where's Rachel?
Who's Rachel?
Who's Rachel?
Who's Rachel?
Yeah. Well, we're just okay. First of all, we're looking for these artifacts. Can you tell us where these artifacts are? You said they were in one of these crates.
Says, and he just reaches into his pocket and he says, yeah, they're on me. We were getting ready to vacate. And he hands you the 2 artifacts you are looking for.
Woo.
One is a very unassuming pair of dice. They seem to be carved out of maybe some kind of stone or some material. Maybe it's bone. Who knows what it's carved from? But they're pretty unassuming. Just white dice, 6-sided dice. The other item, this metallic pendant with strange like tentacles that they said kind of reaching out in every direction, which production should have, but I will also be dropping it in resources. But the pendant looks like this.
Whoa.
So he is just barehanding, reaching into his pocket and offering these things up. Like,
It just
Well,
okay,
it really just went. Oh yeah, it's right here.
can
mhm.
I?
He's being pretty.
Cooperative.
Yep.
Huh, we're
Can I
cooperative.
receive these and inspect if they're actually the artifacts?
You can try.
Cool. I don't know if this will give me any more of help in this situation, but I have jeweler's tools.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's like I can pull out one of those little like diamond, like,
Yeah, like a Scrooge McDuck thing.
yeah, to check the, what is that? That has a cool name.
The carrots.
A loop?
I
My
wanna
jeweler's
point-
loop?
Point chat's attention to the picture of this pendant that Nate described. I have no idea what it could possibly be, but some of you might recognize it.
So with the investigation, the thing is there's not much to go off of other than the description, and this matches the description. You weren't really told it's like, oh, this is some kind of precious gemstone that is however many the fuck carats a precious gemstone would be. This
But
looks like maybe what you're looking for.
it is, they are meant to be above artifacts.
Mhm.
And one of the things that my family did, that my father, especially before he died, was he would take in and examine a little antique roadshow, a little like personal collection, some curio, possibly some trafficking. Things have been said. I'm
Mhm.
not one to speak on the topic. Is there anything that would identify like an above artifact from like a sham above artifact? Like maybe forging temperatures or something?
That's a really good question.
So can you roll history for me?
Sir, I can. Oh, well, I can, but it's an 8.
Okay.
Hmm.
From your experience and your know-how of above artifacts, there isn't much consistency. You can kind of assume that they are from all different types of not only cultures but different times. Some of them seem ancient. Some of them seem like really, really expertly crafted. Some of them you've encountered things like the dice where they're pretty unassuming. And aside from the fact that someone is telling you that this is something important, you would have no reason to believe otherwise.
Got it. Then, I mean, Kadal, I show them to you, and I turn back and I was like, well, that was easy. And I uncontested, add them to my pocket.
Yeah. And Kadal's like, "Ha, all right. Well, thanks, man."
Wait. And Cassia's here, and she just kind of saw all this happen. And she's like, excuse me.
Great.
Why does everybody want these? Can you please, like, people have died for these. I'm really glad that no one died today, but, like, what is going on? What do you know?
Sure. Really quick before that, Lacan, can you roll perception?
Are they poison? Cursed? I don't know. I rolled a 4. I think that's a 1. I rolled a 1. God damn it! It's so early!
They explode. No.
Oh.
Put them in my front pocket.
That's tough, buddy.
He says, look, I don't know. All I know is that we were assigned to retrieve these and they've got a really high price on them. I have no idea what these are. I don't know what's important about them. That's personally, I don't care. I was just told that this is our next job. But at this point, with how things went down here, getting out of here was more important than getting a job done for me.
Yeah. By the way, why was it just you 3 down here? Were there more of you?
There are a lot more of us. We're just taking these in shifts and no one's expected to switch over for another at least 6 hours. And I don't think I could have done the past 5 minutes for another 6 hours with y'all.
To be honest, I agree. But where are the rest of you?
The rest of us, when we're not here, are either out elsewhere resting up to try and take another shift, or I don't know, looking for other things, or
Resting where? In this inn?
no, all about and around, setting up camps elsewhere, splitting up so that we're not all pinned to one place.
And of those options, where's the bandit you were replacing for today?
I'm not even sure what happened. He says, we're I'm gonna be honest, we're not very organized.
Do you want to join our team instead?
Not especially,
Why
but
not?
thanks.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Have you seen
Cassia?
a metal man?
Okay.
That wasn't the line.
He's more likely to answer with the 3 of us looking at him like, yeah, why not?
What?
He would choose to answer the other harder question, I imagine. Nice job, Cassia.
Have you seen a little?
God, we got him.
Holy shit.
3 awkward cops and 1 straight cop. There we go.
He tells you that he says to answer the first question, my shift started early for reasons I don't even know. Apparently something happened with that half orc who joined us a couple weeks prior. And then they just kind of left early and went missing.
Jaw Ripper.
Half orc was Jaw Ripper, not just half orc.
Cool.
So-
We don't exchange a lot of formalities.
That half orc never even made it to the inn today.
I don't know. I was told they left early for some reason, and I was called in.
Organized network for them to be able to reach you in the field.
Yeah, well, dirges are a little better at keeping us in communication than other means, so.
Would this be revealing any information we didn't already know about how they operate? Communicating through the dirges?
I mean, that is from what you gather. Basically, they're carrier pigeons. It's their best means of communication over distances and time.
Yeah.
So why don't you want to hang out with us?
I don't know you. I don't know what you have to offer. And frankly, I would just like to figure out something else for myself.
Oh, you only like to make friends when it's transactional?
I don't like to make friends with people who are trying to kill me.
Oh, well, you tried to kill us first, and we're not trying to kill you now.
That's not the best argument I've ever heard.
But it's a fair point.
Is it persuasive though?
No,
Damn it.
All right.
I don't know what else you want from me. Like, I've answered questions. I would like to go.
I don't know.
Of
Why
course
don't
you don't.
you make us an offer? What else have you got?
What the fuck offer? I gave you the thing you were looking for.
Yeah, that was pretty good, but that was too
You
easy.
want to be Lacan's friend.
Yeah.
Very transactional, Luna. In fact, we didn't check his pockets, right? Because he hasn't left yet. We searched the other two as they left.
Yeah.
One more thing then. Stand up.
Okay. Stands up.
I'm like, Kadal's like, sorry, man. he grabs the bandit and just picks him up.
This is not a necessary part of frisking Kadal, but very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, I just had a feeling.
We're like, this is me. I'm patting him down and up again.
Really
I missed
interesting
some surface
pat-down
area.
pattern.
I don't know. Kadal's holding him like unnecessarily higher every time the cow's like reaching.
I'm like, oh yeah, sorry. I just lower him down just a little more.
Like holding him, getting pat down. He's like, I should have just died.
Yeah, I agree.
And
but
I'm
both
holding
of us are
him.
rolling sevens.
I'm holding him from his armpits too, so he's like
Like
hanging
Tico
like
is
a
Simba.
baby. Yeah, he's like Simba right now, and we're just keeping eye contact. Like, I know it's weird. This is just something he's into.
Do I find anything though? I'm thorough.
No.
No?
Did I
No.
find anything when I was searching the crates?
Can you roll investigation?
I sure can. I'm gonna stop rolling on D&D Beyond.
God
a seven.
damn.
7.
Yeah, not much.
Um,
Find,
Bring out my real dice.
Yeah, not much.
wait, what are we looking for in the crates if we have the artifacts?
Under it should be our alternate way out, right?
Oh, right. Hey, while I'm holding him, hey, can you just show us the exit?
Can you put me down?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He points to the crates in the back corner of the room. Says they're behind those.
Can you open it for us?
You just got to move the boxes.
Yeah, can you do it for us though?
We just want to see you do it.
In case there's traps.
Sure. Walks
Thank
over
you.
and starts pushing these pretty these are like big heavy wooden crates.
No, yeah, we wouldn't have wanted to do
We're-
that.
Yeah.
We're in
We're
a line.
tired.
Yeah, we're in a
Yeah.
line. We're in a
We
line
haven't had a
standing
long
there.
rest yet.
We're all in a line standing there just watching him while he's like,
Let me make an athletics check for him.
Use your knees,
Jesus.
not your back.
You all watch him for a good
I'm
couple
helping.
minutes.
Luna helps him.
Luna, can I get athletics? He's doing the thing where his like feet are sliding across the floor, but it's not moving.
16.
Okay, Luna, you're able to help scoot this crate along.
because it
Yeah.
was so
You could-
painful.
You and I could just be friends if you don't want to be friends with them.
He doesn't respond. As the crate is moved, he points, and sure enough, there is a small, about probably like 2 by 2 foot hole in the wall.
That's very small.
Mm-hmm.
Does it open up to just outside?
Can I? What?
I thought it was so reasonable, Luna, and then I thought 1 second longer.
Does it open up to just outside?
So this appears to be some kind of dark crawl space,
Like, am I
and
gonna
you
feel-
cannot really see where it goes. This looks to be like a tunnel.
We're in a
Hey,
basement.
mister, where does this go?
I don't know. They told us that this is an emergency exit, and this leads out if things seem like they're going south and we need an escape plan, which is what we were packing up to do before you found us, just to take this exit. Aside from that, no idea.
As he finishes speaking, I like to think that he's looking around explaining this to us, and he's landing on me opening my pocket watch. I'm like, oh, look at the time. And I'm going to nod towards the hole because he said only in emergency times.
Oh, I'm not going through there.
Oh, why not?
Where are you going?
I'm going out of the door because I know where the door goes. I don't know where this goes. And mission failed, so I need to fucking figure something out before someone comes back here to find that I fucked up.
Luna will whisper to Lacan, why aren't we going out the door?
I would imagine those bandits that we let go keep their friends up there, and they've got the high ground now.
But they underestimate my power.
We all look at Kadal because we all just saw the same fight last episode that he did, and then I imagine we continue our conversation.
What?
He hears you and says, "Oh, there's no way in shit they're up there." Yeah, me too. Yeah, we are now on the run trying to figure something else out. They're long gone, as I would like to be.
What are they trying to figure out?
Well, I don't know if this comes as a surprise, but we work for some rather untrustworthy clients, and we did not succeed in what we were hired to do. So
Right. Yeah,
we need to lay low for a while.
that's understandable. Sorry about that, by the way.
Oh, it's fine. My life's only ruined again.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah. Nothing new, right?
Has your life been ruined before?
Whose hasn't out here? Right?
I don't know if
So
mine
true.
has or not.
What?
Hmm.
So, by any chance, sorry, I know we're just railing you with these questions and everything, but where are you gonna go, right? What do you know why? Do you know if anyone's staying in this inn?
Not really.
This isn't where you stayed?
Well, we stayed down here.
Whoa. The innkeeper said it was all full.
Yeah,
He was-
it's weird that a place that's a front for a criminal hideout would lie.
I know, right?
Very strange.
I have
Yeah.
a question. Do you know where these artifacts came from?
Until just now, I didn't even know they were artifacts of any kind.
Well, whatever they are, do you know where they came from? Like, did you take them from someone? Did someone else take them from someone?
Well, we took them from a place called Rainer. I don't know if you're familiar, but
What?
Nope, never heard of it.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
well, I don't recommend it. It's kind of a shithole.
But did you take it from a person?
No, it was some house.
What
Just
was
a
the
house.
house called?
I don't know. We were just given instructions, given an entry point. I didn't ask.
So you took it from inside the house?
Yeah.
But you would remember where the house is if you went there.
Please don't ask me to go.
No, just tell me where it is.
Oh, well, it was in a city called Rainer. I don't know how you need it to be much more specific. That's pretty
Can I
narrowed
explain,
down.
like, it's on the east side of the city at the intersection of this lane and this lane by the cobbler shop or whatever. And
Can
see if
you roll?
recognize it.
Can you roll persuasion?
16.
It might be because you're being persuasive with your words or overly insistent to where he's getting frustrated, but he cracks. He goes, it's from a place called House Demonstrata.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What a weird name. Never heard that before. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Anything
Wow.
else?
You sure you
Yeah.
don't want to be friends?
Fairly.
Well, if you're not in the business of making friends, then I would suppose you certainly haven't befriended a fast-talking man with glowing blue joints made of metal, have you? Last question, I promise.
Oh, you promise. Thank God.
Or I could ask more.
Oh,
We haven't even gotten to your childhood yet.
Or your name.
Hmm.
Oh.
I threaten him by pulling over one of the chairs and sitting in it.
Yeah. Yeah. We Kadal like gets on his hands on his knees. He like just looks at him.
he says, we may have passed a individual that matches that description on the road, but aside from that, nothing.
Have you ever heard the name Marlowe?
Nope.
Speaking of names, what's yours?
It's very uncomfortable with how close he is to you.
You can hear him like breathing out his mouth too, like a dragon.
He kind of like puts his hand over your snout and starts to push. And goes, Otho.
Mofo?
Otho.
Otho. Nice to meet you, Otho.
Well, I said last questions. Luna, you've got one last one for Otho here?
Oh, you promised it was the last question.
Ah, we don't have to keep my promises.
That's a very weird way of thinking about your word.
What are words, Luna?
Well, Otho,
Well, they're symbols that communicate ideas between two minds.
Kadal, can I get a
Facts.
quick perception check?
that would be a 15.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have much else to contribute.
But what if I perceive even longer?
Starts to perceive back.
Just, can I go now?
Yeah, you can go.
Jesus Christ.
Good God.
It's
Have a
in
nice
his
day.
dreams that.
Oh no.
We'll miss you.
And he leaves.
Kadal, can you even fit through that exit?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if no one's up there, can we just go out the front door?
I vote for.
But we might want to know where the exit goes to. It might give us some more information.
But the mission was just to get these artifacts, wasn't it?
Yeah, but didn't we want to learn more? Because now Jaw Ripper's dead and all the information that she had is gone.
We should report that back to the Order Under.
I'll just go check what's in there. I'm going to crawl in.
I'm like, "Oh, wait,
Okay.
Luna. Okay, so Kadal chases Luna.
Okay.
I don't
Anyone
like
else following?
Lacolin's down to Cassia.
Once again, here we are again, Lacan.
The rope bridge all over again. I'm
Okay.
like, wait, my beloved friend.
Wait, so Kadal can fit in there.
Yeah, it's a
Good.
tight fit, but little
He's just
crawl
like
space.
wiggling down it
Mm-hmm.
like a fish.
Yeah, that's the Kuato in me.
Everyone but Cassia needs to completely crawl. Cassia, you can kind of get away with like squatting and walking through.
Dang,
All
that is
right, let's do it.
So
Here
Luna
we go
is
again.
heading up the front.
Yep.
Luna, can you roll? Well, actually, how long do you intend to go through?
I'm just very curious. So
Okay.
I think I would keep, if my party is with me, I think I'd just keep going as long as everything seems hunky dory.
Okay.
We can't see anything, right?
There
You
doesn't.
have dark vision.
You have dark vision, but there's kind of nothing to see. This is just this.
Oh.
It's a small cavernous crawl of a tunnel.
Okay.
In here?
Let me see something. Yeah, let's do this first. Okay, Luna, you crawl forward for a good 15 seconds and nothing.
Okay.
You keep going?
Yeah. 15
Okay.
seconds is nothing.
Oh.
Another. What's that total? Another 33 seconds. Nothing.
33.
Yep.
That's very specific.
Is it even? Are you going up or down?
It
Yeah.
has slight ups and downs, but for the most part, it's just tunnel. Occasionally, it like turns.
Secret ta-da!
Keep on crawling.
Okay.
Secret.
You crawl for another 3 minutes.
All right, now
Still
I'm,
nothing.
I'm pot committed now.
Yeah, that's a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we with Luna, or is this Luna's little journey?
No, you're
I'm
all
ass-
with me.
Yeah, I figured we were. Okay.
Yeah, this applies to all of you. This is how much time is going by as you're just crawling through this.
You guys can feel
Little
free
tunnel.
to tell her to stop if you want, but she's just
No,
Well, now that we're this far.
I'm with you to the end.
It's not branching, right? I mean,
No. Another 7 minutes.
It's obviously it's a escape. It's an escape route, so there has to be an out to it.
And they hid it from us. They were very reluctant to give it to us, so.
I really hope we don't have to crawl backwards all the way back out.
That will literally be my nightmare.
Keep on going.
Secret tunnel.
I don't know if you heard. I said it's another 7 minutes, and
Yeah,
you're
I
still
heard.
going. Okay, cool. Just making sure. You crawl for another 5 minutes. And
Anything?
the tunnel forks.
Oh no.
Oh. Can we tell anything from these two? Differentiate those two paths or anything?
Can we make a flame?
I can.
Can you?
I can.
Can
I
we
can-
hold the flame down one tunnel and then the other tunnel and see which way the flame bends?
I can only light a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
I have a candle and a candlestick in my bag. I specifically packed it.
Get out!
I remember when you specifically said you packed that as a joke.
Yes.
It's all coming back.
Yes, I light that candle.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right,
All right.
so the flame would bend towards the fucking. Okay, this is where I'm gonna kill us in the tunnel because I've got the flame going. Our air is now rapidly running out, but I forget what it means when it bends one way or another.
Well, the wind would push it.
It'd pull it.
I think it would bend towards where the air is going out. I think Bo's
Because
right.
it's going towards where the air is getting vacuumed out.
Cool.
Has Cassie ever read this in a book?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Cassia knows physics, probably.
Can I roll history?
You can roll insight.
The history of fire.
Like, that's worse. Okay, that's okay, because it's 17.
Nice.
Hell
Yeah, sure. We'll say the flame would bend towards where air is being sucked out.
Guys, I just remembered something.
What?
It would bend toward where the air is getting sucked
Well,
out.
I think the insight is what she was looking for is the end of the cave where air would be sucked out.
Yeah, like the exit of
Yeah, the
our
exit.
tunnel. It would bend.
That's what we want,
on the
right?
left
Yeah.
or the right.
We follow the fire.
Is that what the insight is telling her?
Yes.
Okay. Follow
Yeah.
the fire.
Cool. The fire is not bending one way or the other.
Great.
Oh my god.
I had a feeling. I knew. Yeah.
And it's not bending back, right? Either towards the where we came from.
No, you're pretty far in.
Okay.
It's just like we're all staring at it like this, and it's just
Okay. Well, what that does mean that's good is that it not bending doesn't mean there's not a way out because we came
Yeah.
from a way out and it's not bending.
But-
Way. So we're,
John
in tunnel,
Ripper-
we're underground. It's freaking.
Yeah, Ja Ripper said there were a bunch of caverns that led. There were multiple escapes, so they could easily just take us to an exit, just different locations. So I don't think it would matter. I think we should just decide if we're going left or right.
Should we split up?
No.
No, that was a test, Cassie. Nice job.
Ah, right.
uh
The quick.
well, I have heard a saying that says you should always choose the righteous path. But I've also heard a saying that says good adventures go left.
No one ever said we were good adventurers.
But also, we have these artifacts, and we still have our mission to complete, which is bringing these artifacts back to Raynor.
In the light of the candle, are there footsteps or anything that would indicate heavier use? I'm not
Nope.
trying to road less traveled here. Okay.
This is like rock.
I'm going left.
All
I
right,
start going left.
Okay.
we
Cool.
follow.
Some yellow paint, maybe?
Yeah.
just a crumb of yellow paint.
A crumb of paint. Awesome.
Okie dokie. Just trying to see Just trying to do some quick mental math of speed and say that.
Could never be me.
Oh, good. I'm glad it's scared you were counting spiders for a second.
I don't know. Chat's
Mhm.
providing some suggestions, and I don't love them.
What? Like what?
Like a cave troll? I
Don't say it out
that's
loud, the DM will hear you.
those aren't real.
I hate that. I don't know what that is, and I hate it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, he's like, noted.
Okay,
So a cave troll comes in.
so you go left.
We go left.
Naturally.
Okay.
Is that like where we were? Was that like a place that would be appropriate to take like a short rest? Like we've been at this for I want to say upwards of 7.
I don't know if I could rest
14
laying in a
minutes.
tiny tunnel for a half hour.
Where you have also pointed out that air is not in plethora.
Y'all.
So
Oh,
you cannot
yeah.
rest in here.
And I'm big.
okay. I didn't realize I had pointed out.
Mhm.
It has
A
little
limiting
lungs, so you can
factor.
have her extra air.
Thanks, guys. I'm gonna just snuff the candle. We have dark vision.
So you keep going?
Yep.
Okay.
Secret tunnel. We're singing it. We're just going through.
So-
We're-
You've sung it 8,000 times, Kadal.
Get ready for 8001.
You crawl through the left fork in the tunnel for another half an hour.
And by now we have like a harmony going of secret tunnel.
Yeah. And I've actually already arranged a symphony accompaniment for it.
That's really good.
Yeah.
You start to get the feeling
That this sucks.
that this is a large system of tunnels.
No.
I got a
It's not
bad
small.
feeling about this.
Do we have any military training about tunnels and such and systems of tunnels? Little training.
Do we? Is there a way to know how to navigate through secret tunnels that the Under Order or the Order Under taught
Does
us?
anyone have any abilities, spells,
I
fun
have
stuff that
perception and grapple.
Let's see. Good question.
if anyone
I-
has any, go ahead.
Oh,
I'm gonna start
I-
making marks. With prestidigitation, I can make a small mark or a symbol appear on a surface for an hour.
Okay.
Only an hour, but I'm
And-
just gonna start doing that along the wall every so often.
Cool.
We should follow Minecraft rules and make the same turn every time too.
Oh,
And also always put our
I-
torches on the one side of the wall.
Cassio, what do you have?
I have Unseen Servant, and it takes 10 minutes to make him, but then I have a little ghost guy who can just go forward for a little while.
a little
and
scout boy.
He's a little
Okay.
ghost guy.
You've definitely had enough time to cast that. So let me see what this thing can do. It's spell invisible, mindless, shapeless force that performs simple tasks at your command until the spell ends. The servant springs into existence in an unoccupied space on the ground within range. It has stats, etc., etc. Once on each of your turn bonus, you can mentally command the servant to move up to 15 feet and interact with an object. The servant can perform simple tasks that a human servant could do. What in particular do you want it to do?
Go 15 feet in front of us.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I thought it could go further than that.
Mm-hmm. It
I'm
also,
worried.
there's
I mean,
nothing to
that's still a
indicate
s-
that it can go faster than you. So, for a little while, you got a new friend.
It's nice.
Alright, well, here's our new friend. He doesn't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
What should we call him? That's okay. He doesn't-
We have 2 pro namers in the party.
That's okay. Never mind.
What does it look
why
like?
don't-
How does
What's it
his
look like?
unseen
Yeah, yeah,
servant
yeah, yeah.
manifest?
It's
lot
an
of times they
invisible,
look-
mindless, shapeless force.
We'll call him.
Jerry.
Oh, Jerry is his name. Oh, J-E-R-R-Y.
J-E-R-R-Y.
We're cheering him on as he's 15 feet in front of us and we can't
It's
see
just
him.
like a little shimmer in the air. Not
We've
even
gone
like
tunnel
a real
crazy.
guy.
I love that
We're-
Nate's like, I'm gonna get them stuck in this tunnel and they'll feel despair, and we're like, Jerry.
We're like, we went from
Secret
singing Secret Tunnel to J-E-R-R-Y. J-E-R-R-Y.
R-R-Y.
Yeah.
I'm not indicating any despair. I feel like it's just a tunnel all the way down.
Nate loves the
Let me-
tunnel.
Do we have anything else to do?
We just do. Okay.
Look, we are this committed. I'm not turning
We
around
can't
now.
turn around. We have to go.
Yep.
We go.
We go.
Okay.
I have snacks.
Yeah, you do. Yes. Yeah, we're locked in, guys. We're
Has
fine.
anyone ever been in a tunnel like this before?
No. Cassia?
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean, it's just
Because I'm small?
Well, I mean, I wasn't saying it like that, but since you mentioned your size,
I've been in a tunnel.
so I was right.
Yeah, you are right. But it's not because I'm small. It's because the tunnel was a shortcut on the farm, okay?
Yeah, no, that
It
makes
wasn't
sense.
very long, and I knew exactly how big it was.
Did you make it?
No. I think my great, and I want to get this wrong. 1 second.
Oh wait.
Great
You got time.
uncle must have dug it because that's why we called it the great uncle tunnel.
Uncle Tunnel.
Uncle
Uncle Tunnel. It's great Uncle Tunnel.
So y'all have been crawling through this seemingly endless tunnel for about probably an hour now.
Haha.
Can everyone make Constitution saving throws?
Because we're suffocating. Constitution.
Oh yeah, I gotta not do it on D&D Beyond.
Is that the play? Because I got an 8 on D&D Beyond, and I
Okay.
hate that.
And I got a. Well, it hit the B and then it went to 2, so I got a 3.
Oh, I hate when
Okay.
it does that. See, I
I
rolled
got
a real
18.
die.
Cassie has 18?
Yeah.
Okay.
15 on the real die.
Okay. Lacan and Kadal, you gain 1 level of exhaustion. Meaning now, until you take a long rest, or is it a short rest?
It better be a short rest because I have 3 HP if anything happens to me.
No.
You have a health potion in your inventory too, though, right?
It is a long rest.
Oh,
Until your next long rest, you have disadvantage on ability checks.
oh, good.
As you feel not only the physical exertion of crawling in a tiny space for an hour, the lack of airflow is making it difficult to regulate your breathing.
I don't think Luna is, but Anna is getting very claustrophobic. This is rough.
Cadell's just
What do
getting
we do?
bored. Cadell's just crying like, can we please find an exit?
I don't know if this would help, but Cassia has a boomerang for some reason.
No, I
Why?
don't think it would.
How are
If
you
it
the
came
Mary
back-
Poppins of Dungeons and Dragons?
I
I
want to
know.
say, if I may,
Yeah.
this might be possibly the most useless place for a boomerang I could imagine.
Oh, we didn't
Really, the most?
Oh my god!
A tiny little enclosed space.
She's
There's
like,
no room to throw it, let alone let it. Because they gotta like curve and stuff.
Dude, this setup got me so hopeful. I was
Holy
like, you throw
shit.
super accurately.
But Jerry could catch it.
You were winding up to Spike, and I thought you were lifting us into the sun, Nate, and you were just
You
waiting
find
for
a perfect boomerang shaped keyhole in the ceiling. You're like, this is it.
I've been waiting my whole life.
Oh my god.
Holy.
Oh my god.
What a journey.
Okay, so what do y'all do?
We freaking go.
We keep crawling, Nate.
What,
If this is
what
how
kind
we
of
die,
question
this
is that?
how we die, okay?
Okay.
This is my hole.
Just for and just to build on what you've said here, Anna, enough levels of exhaustion can cause death. Just letting you know.
I know that.
Very good. Some others might not know that.
How many levels of
didn't know
exhaustion above board, Anna?
What is it, 5?
6.
6?
Okay, so we
Great.
got like
You're only a
another one
6.
and a half before we gotta turn around.
However, we are going to start getting like slowed down and like super nerfed if we take many more. So
Mhm. Oh yeah, at 5, your speed is reduced to 0. So
I want out now.
do you want to turn around?
We're only a basement level down, right? And we've been pretty low. No,
Oh yeah, couldn't I just like flex and bust out of the floor? The ground?
Oh, you'll crush it. Get to the
Oh
ceiling
yeah,
will come down.
everything would come
oh
down.
no, you're far from you suspect you've got to be like at least a mile and change away from the inn.
Okay. Well, so the option is keep going into the deep dark. We have torches though, right?
We have a lit candle that we're
Oh,
We could.
I have a
Oh.
torch. We have the access to torch. Why
Yes.
don't we want torch?
Are we
it will
clear?
burn up air.
Right.
Hmm.
So if we go back, we could make it without 5 levels of exhaustion.
Yes.
God,
Or no, go on.
what if it's like that meme where the guy on the bottom stopped digging and he was like this close to diamonds?
Yeah, I know. It's driving me
It could
crazy.
be that
because-
close to diamonds.
We don't need any diamonds. We have the
Chat.
jewelry that we need.
Chat, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to keep going or turn
Chat,
back?
chat. We
They're
need
not
help.
playing, you are.
Dude, yeah,
I'm
should we-
asking. Luna asks the voices in her head.
actually, there's at least one of those.
Yeah.
Hey, voices in my head. Should I keep going?
They don't answer.
They really went AFK for that moment.
Signal's not great down here.
So what'll it be?
Well, Jess Lynn, who is a member on YouTube, says keep going YOLO or something, and I'm inclined to take the suggestions of those who are members.
Welcome to
Alright.
the troop, Jess.
Okay.
All right, we go.
YOLO or something.
For how
Great
long?
words of Jess.
For how long?
I'll let you decide.
How long?
We've been going for an hour already, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long is the next level of exhaustion?
We don't know,
You don't know.
but we
That's-
took one at about an hour.
So we go another hour.
Let's go another 45 minutes and see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. I like it.
Okay.
Price is right. It.
Another 45 minutes. You come upon 3 directions you can go now.
Oh,
At the end of 45 minutes?
Mhm.
Can we do the candle check again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
poof.
All right.
So we already
Whoa.
know that it'll bend towards the exit. Do we need to roll anything or?
Does it move? Does the flame move at all?
It flickers, but does not seem to lean a specific direction.
Left again.
Left it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is-
Can I get
Mm-hmm.
Constitution saving throws again?
Yeah.
I hate this. I hate this a lot.
11.
Okay.
12.
8. What is this?
2.
Okay.
Refresh my character sheet? Does that change my dice?
Cassia, you're good. Everybody else, you get a
Sorry, go on.
you get a level of exhaustion. So if it is your first level of exhaustion, you have disadvantage on ability checks. If it's your second level of exhaustion, your speed is now halved. As it gets even harder to breathe, you're finding it difficult to move through this tunnel system.
It's like a Maroon 5 song.
Bye.
Oh my god. Wait.
Go ahead.
Wait. No, never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well,
How far, if we just rest where we are, like if we
You
just
said
sit
we
where we
can't
are,
rest.
but if we just sit where we are when we send Cassie as unseen servant, how long and how far can we send it and hear back from it
You
without
only send it
incurring
15 feet.
ahead of us? It can't get further than that range.
Yeah.
okay. So wait a second. Y'all remember in the secret tunnel where they had to put out the lights and they saw like the path?
We don't have any lights on.
Yeah, but do you think that there's like something that we could do to see where like maybe there is a direction that or some sort of thing that shows us the right direction?
Do you see anything?
No. But if we have can we light something up for a long time and then put out the light and it becomes glow in the dark and shows us the way or something?
Do you think that's worth the risk of using all that air?
Well, it's either that's a good question.
Can I do a nature check to see if I can tell anything from like the dirt or the sound or anything as someone who is Myconid ancestry?
For what are you looking for?
Any information about like directional changes? Like it has gotten wetter as we go this way, or this feels like Earth that would be in a city, or like any information, or especially the sound. I'm trying to hear if there's like if I can hear some sort of vibration that is not underground, like an opening.
The kind of endless echoing of your voices in these, again, what is basically tunnels of rock. All it leads you to believe is that you are far underground. And these caves are, clearly they are not natural. This seems to be somebody carved out this really elaborate cave system as a means of some kind of secretive transportation. Aside from that, there's no discerning traits and nothing seems to really be changing, which leads you to believe that, at least from what you have seen, you can't make heads or tails of how much longer this could go on.
But it was hand carved. This is not a natural cave system. So it would imply that for somebody else to have carved it, or the purpose is it's meant to be traversed. So even though we're getting tired, this is a length of distance meant to be covered.
Yeah.
And every time we turn left, there's still like a significant, so not for funsies carving fake ass dead ends.
Well, it's a thieves' cave. It's like secret tunnel.
The point is, like, we're not wandering lost in the earth in like happenstance holes. Like people like the DM said, they made them to get from point A to point B.
Mm-hmm.
So there
this
must
seems
be
like you're wandering around somebody's like labyrinth.
Okay. Well, we keep going.
Yeah, there's nothing here. No crumbs on the floor, no rats running by, no guano.
Guano. Yeah.
And at this point, even after another 10, 15 minutes, I'd say more than likely somebody's survival instincts are going to overtake these decisions, in that you are filled with the overwhelming feeling that you have no idea if there's any end in sight, and continuing down this path could literally lead you to your death.
So we feel like we should turn around.
You do.
Is that possible?
Take some shuffling.
Is like we can turn around though. We're not about to crawl backwards, right?
Can I get...
Why would you? No.
He said yes.
That was
He
my
said
mistake.
yes. Why
That
did
was-
you?
Well,
That was
for
my mistake.
funsies, let me get
mistake.
dexterity Kadal at disadvantage because you are quite large.
I'm a big boy.
So just D20 plus your dex
Hold on,
bonus.
I pat you with like, cause you're behind me, so I like pat your little, no, cause I turned around successfully. So I pat your little nose and I give you guidance and I'm like, just do it like this. And I show you a really flexible way to get around.
You're like telling him at a parallel park. You're like, you're a little to the left. No, stop, turn to the right.
I'm like, I hear Lacan behind me too. So I'm like,
Great.
It's just Austin Powers on the stairs.
yeah. I got a 13.
Okay. What about everyone else?
Oh, and
Oh.
We're tied.
That's why his was at disadvantage, but y'all's are not.
well, I also gave you guidance too, so you can add a D4 to that if you want.
Oh, so I have 18.
Okay.
I mean, I have 17.
Okay.
We all roll dex.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Just a dex check.
Yep.
I'm changing dice.
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Wait, a saving throw.
No, just dex.
Okay.
You've already rolled.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Luna?
8.
Okay. And sorry, Cassia, yours is what?
13.
And Lacan.
8. Wait, did I wait, forget it.
If we die here, I'm gonna be really
Yeah, it's
mad.
We're like, and that's the show.
Asphyxiation in the tunnel.
Okay.
Twitch chat
8.
voted continue along the tunnel not but 5 minutes ago, so it's not only our fault.
It's true.
We're in this together.
Yeah,
All right.
viewers.
They cheered
8.
us on to die.
8 and above, you are able to turn around successfully.
Yeah, I went.
I wonder why that bar was set. I'm sure I did it the most embarrassing in turning around though.
Don't worry, I didn't even watch Lacan.
Oh,
Yeah, I did. It was so funny.
So, are we going home or are we going back to the inn?
Are we taking a different turn?
we're retracing our steps. That's the only thing we can safely do.
We retrace our steps.
So we
We go.
get to the first fork and we go right where we went left, and then we get to the next fork and we go right where we went left, and then we get back to the cellar with no problem.
And everything was fine. And then we get a room at the inn, take a long rest, and then get back to Raynor. And then I see Master Zarnis. We show him the artifacts, and we're happy.
And he says he's proud of you.
And he
Also-
says he's proud of me. And we lived happily ever after.
This is Kadal's, like, you know, in movies when they're in the desert. And it's like
Yeah.
the
This is my
mirage.
mirage. This is my mirage. I'm hallucinating.
It's all in chibi, like
And I'm like, yeah.
The intrusive DM thought to be like, well, now the cave's blocked.
no.
But it's
No.
not, and we're going to do a BRB there.
Oh.
This is the worst beach episode.
This is the opposite of a beach episode.
Literally the exact opposite. All right. Well, that means we're going to take a break. It will be 5 minutes if you're watching the stream. If you're watching the podcast or listening to the podcast, rather, it will be 0 minutes. Congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah.
Magician.
Time will skip for you. There's a time dilation. Anyways, go to the bathroom, get your snacks, feel sorry for us, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Hello. Welcome back. You might be asking yourself how we got here. The answer is that we crawled for 2 hours down this tunnel. And now we've turned around and we're trying to crawl back out of this tunnel. Because the DM said, you really want to get out of this tunnel. And we said, you're right, we do. Thank you.
Sometimes the above board player is not aware of the in-game survival instincts that would definitely kick in.
Yes, absolutely.
So just wanted to remind you all that your characters were dying. But
so here we go out.
Which you do. You successfully exit the tunnel. And even though it's a long trek back, with some of you at half speed, you do manage to make it back to the Order Under.
Oh, it's just like my dream.
Oh my god, this is so beautiful.
Wow. We love a fast forward.
I love how we walked out the tunnel and just ended up in the Order Under. It's amazing.
It's because Kadal kicked his heels 3 times.
Yeah.
Or like a exhausting travel montage, but you do make it back.
Yeah, and the entire time I'm mad at Luna.
And as soon as you re-enter...
Why are you mad at me?
because Luna listened to the voices in her head and took us down that tunnel, and now I'm tired.
You're right, it is my fault.
It's okay, I followed willingly. I was excited about it. But
as soon as you re-enter the military district, you are met at the gates by several cadets. As one says, welcome home. Please come with me. As per protocol, your mission report must be taken care of first thing. And General Basterfield has requested to hear your report personally.
We're like, great. Take us to him. Just exhausted and angry.
You are led back to the Order Under headquarters and escorted into the general's office, where you see this large elephant man sitting behind his, at least in relationship to him, his comically small desk. Troop B84. I'm glad to see you've made it back in one piece. I admit I began to have some concerns as I stopped receiving reports from Skeeter. But the last message informed me that you successfully rendezvoused with Officer Jaw Ripper. Now, tell me, how did your retrieval mission go?
You talked to Jaw Ripper?
The last report said that you had successfully rendezvoused. And then reports stopped from there.
Was Skeeter supposed to come back? Did we miss a rendezvous with Skeeter?
Our hearts sink at the thought of...
Is Skeeter not here?
Oh, Skeeter's reported back, but with no message.
Well, we did successfully rendezvous with Jaw Ripper, and then we unsuccessfully rendezvoused with Jaw Ripper. And there was this guy, and he had blue glowing stuff inside him, and he was made of metal, and he had an accent, and he didn't want to be our friend, and he shot a gun, and he killed Jaw Ripper.
We did everything we could.
I see. So, you're reporting that Officer Jaw Ripper has been killed in action?
Yes.
Yes.
We tried to save her. She was being kidnapped. And then while we were trying to save her, he was like, well, she's just as good to me dead, and killed her.
Because of money. He said there was a bounty on her.
I understand. I'm Sorry this was something that you had to experience and witness on what should have been all but just a retrieval mission.
Sorry for us. What about Jaw Ripper? She was out there alone in enemy territory, undercover for how long? And you were going to leave her longer?
Jaw Ripper understood the assignment and was equipped. What had happened was unprecedented. This individual, you described him as a glowing metal man.
Mm-hmm.
Wielding firearms.
Mm-hmm. And he talked like this.
Luna, can you roll a quick insight?
Why did I roll on digital? I told myself I wouldn't do that anymore. It's 8.
Okay. Actually, I'll have you all roll insight.
Please somebody do better than me.
20.
18.
Hey.
Final.
4.
Okay.
Oh, 4.
Kadal and Lacan. At the at the quick impersonation that Luna gives, you see for a brief second, General Basterfield's eyes widen and he kind of takes a breath, says, well, this is very concerning information that will be taken into account.
Do you know who that is?
Whoever it is, we will be putting out the most urgent search for them, as we will not be taking this sacrifice lightly in the slightest.
General, sir, it seemed like you might have recognized his description. It seems like maybe you know who this is. With all due respect.
Kadal, can I get persuasion?
A 13.
Says, this is an individual that we have heard rumors of and are aware of their existence, but there have been very few confirmed sightings of him.
Confirmed sightings, sir. We've engaged him. Can you tell us more about our troops' experiences doing that? He was unlike any foe I've even read about.
Unfortunately, that's all I have for you at this time.
What were these witnesses? These sightings? Sir?
I'd like to continue the mission report, if you may.
He killed
Do you have
Jaw
more
Ripper.
questions for us?
Wait, no, hold on, Luna. He killed Jaw Ripper. He killed our comrade.
Cadet Kadal, I understand how shocking this must be for not just you, for everyone. This is a rare but unfortunate occurrence. That happens sometimes. This city is nothing like what it is out there. There are guilds, there are individuals with their own ambition, with their own wants, and the lengths they are willing to go for it do not align with the guidelines that make the cooperative a functioning society.
But what does that have to do with Jaw Ripper, sir? Why did he have her in the first place? Why was there a bounty on Jaw Ripper?
Unfortunately, I don't have that information. But I want you to rest assured that this is taking a very high priority. This information is alarming and is of the utmost urgency, and we will be taking action. We don't take this lightly.
What kind of action?
That will be discussed among the appropriate ranks and then conveyed to you if pertaining to you.
General, I'd like to be a part of it.
Me too.
Jaw Ripper died because of me. And
That's not true.
anyway, I'd like
She
to be
died
part of
because of
making it
him.
It was all of us. We tried to save Jaw Ripper because this thing had her as a prisoner, and we had no knowledge of anything like that. That wasn't in the training. There was no information about him. We were never warned about him. We've never been told anything about him. He just appeared and he had our comrade and he killed her in my arms. And you just say we've heard of him once?
You're not even interested in the information we have about him, which shows that you know plenty. And you're just not sharing it with us.
I understand that you feel that the order under that I have failed you personally. I understand how difficult it is to hear words that feel as though they are being spoken on behalf and not direct. If it were up to me, this would not be protocol. This would be... we would handle it different. But at this time, I fear that I'm unable to give more information on this. But on a personal level, I wish I could.
So you're gonna give us lots of points?
Of course.
Who has the artifact?
I don't know. At all. Who has the artifact?
You're holding the artifact.
Am I?
Are you?
I don't know. I don't know much about these artifacts. I got some vague descriptions, but they didn't seem to have much value outside the walls, so hardly seems important in the face of everything else. What are these stupid trinkets? And Lacan's gonna throw them both onto the desk out of his pocket.
Ooh.
In the face of lives lost. They're sparkles and shit. They're nothing.
He reaches out his big elephant paw hand, picks them up, and looks at them, and goes, "These do feel rather minuscule in the grand scheme of all this, don't they?"
Yeah.
The Order Under thanks you for your success on your first mission. Not only did you execute your retrieval, but you've provided valuable insight as well. This information will help Rayna's cause greatly in taking strides forward to a cooperative society and a stable future. With your first mission being closed out and your required duties being fulfilled, you now have the option to continue serving the Order under, and thus serving Reyna, or ending your service and returning to your homes.
What? That was it?
Your mission was a success. It was served out. And that is all that is required for everyone who lives in Reyna. We ask you for your answer before lights out tonight. In the case that there is no answer, we assume your service will continue. But you have the rest of the day to think about it. Do you have any questions?
How many points do we get?
69.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds nice.
It
Is that
is,
69 each?
of course.
Okay.
Kadal says, is that it, sir? Are you done here? Are we done here?
I believe so.
So Kadal leaves. He opens the door and just says, it's not a success. And
Yeah,
then-
Lacan leaves right behind you. Sorry.
Yeah. And then just goes back to the bunk room.
I'll follow.
Kadal comes back and opens the door and says, but thank you for the points. And then closes the door.
Cassie is the last one in the room, and she's just this tiny little thing looking up at the biggest guy. And going through her mind is she's almost just seeing like each of her friends in place of Jaw Ripper. And she wants to ask a question, but she can't. And she follows everybody out.
Right before Cassia, before you leave, as you're kind of pondering, looking at this large elephant man, his trunk reaches into a little pocket on his jacket, and it kind of like it holds out like a hand, and there's like a little tiny little wrapped piece of candy.
Oh.
Well, gee. And Cassia reaches. Thank you, sir. I'm sorry for your loss.
Likewise.
But she's holding the candy with both her hands because the tiny piece of candy is actually big for her.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like,
I'm so tired of counting.
oh.
But I still get out the door and follow you guys down the hallway.
You have to like put it under your arm to like try to open the door and
Just like
I've never till now wondered how old the elephant General Baskerville was, but now I'm certain he's a grandma.
Yes.
Is that a hard caramel?
Oh my gosh.
So if we get back to the bunk room, and I assume like Kadal said he went back to his bunk and he's kind of
Yeah.
sulking. Luna has the bunk above Kadal, so she's gonna kind of like more slowly than usual hang her head over the side
Mm-hmm.
and go,
And Kadal's laying like on his back, looking up.
So are you staying?
I don't know.
I hope so, because I don't have anywhere else to go, and I don't have any other friends or any other family. So I hope you all stay.
That's right. You don't have anywhere to go. This
I
has
mean, I
always been my
suppose-
home.
I suppose I could go anywhere.
You want to
Well-
stay and serve, Luna?
Well, I don't know anybody else.
I mean, to be honest, this is all I've known. I was raised to be a soldier, or at least I was trained to be a fighter. I was raised into this, and I can't imagine Master Zarnus would actually be okay with me living here if I quit.
Can Cassia kind of toddle up and put her faces like next to Luna's upside down face? Well, we could all leave together.
I turn really fast, but because you're right next to me, I kind of bonk you. You would want to stay together?
Well, if we're gonna solve this, I think we should probably stick together.
In the back corner of the room, Lacan has been like half making and then like unmaking his bed again, and then just kind of like fussing things and like taking it all off. He's not really participating in the conversation. He's just kind of like enacting out this personal, should I stay or should I go?
Luna's like, she's crying a little bit. Like you see tears fall up because she's upside down.
Yeah.
And she says, I would just miss you all a lot if you decided to go somewhere that I wasn't.
Lacan, what about you? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking why I brought 2 sets of silk sheets and only 1 set of crisp linen when I'm clearly going to be sleeping on the linen. I'm sorry, what are you talking about? And he turns around and faces you 3.
What are you thinking about staying or leaving?
I'm thinking it doesn't matter where I keep my shit. I'm not gonna stop until I figured out exactly what the fuck is going on beyond the wall.
Yeah.
If we stay, we could almost be undercover here and try to figure everything out, have our own mission. But if we go, I don't know, we could go off on our own and follow the clues we have.
Well, it seems like there's more resources here. And Basterfield obviously knows something, or I don't know. The Order Under knows something more. The Order
He's the head of everything. He's the most powerful being that I've ever seen, maybe, and he can't even change things, and he wants to. He can't even.
What I'm saying is that there's what you're saying is we either leave and try to figure this out on our own or stay here. And if we stay, we could use the resources we have in the Order Under, look into what's going on with these artifacts, figure out what's going on with the Order Under.
And what about Imposter Marlowe?
And what about Imposter? I can't go back to Master Zarnus without that.
Above board question. I'm sorry.
Well, it seems like we need to be here. We know something that we have knowledge that someone that they don't, but I feel like we don't have the access to it. There's something here we're missing something here, and I don't know how to get to it. It's frustrating me, but I feel like we have to stay here.
Do we know that we're the good guys?
Above board question for DM too. If we are regular citizens of Raynor, what is it like to get outside the walls of Raynor? Like, what is the process?
It's not easy.
Is it like getting dual citizenship or something?
Something along those lines. There's a lot of hoops to jump through, and you gotta have like a pretty damn good reason.
Pumpkins, selling pumpkins, could that be a good reason actually? Or
well, and we're gonna have a new mouth to feed eventually. I pulled the egg off of my bunk.
Oh god.
The Khan's eyes got real big, and then like a sigh of relief with the giant spider egg.
Cassia is a little green around the gills about that.
Cassia, you do have a great point though. we do get some unique access by being part of the Order Under.
Or we could go back to where you grew up, Lacan.
No, that's okay.
Okay. Are you sure?
We could go back to where I grew up. We could all go to the Glowwood.
Can we?
No, Luna made a good point earlier, though, that again, there's something else we're trying to figure out, which is Marlowe is... There's a doppelganger Marlowe or something that is taking Marlowe's place. We have so many... I feel like we've been thrown at so many different things, and we have to figure it out. And I think we have a better shot at it if we stay here with the resources we have at the Order Under.
But what if they send us out on a more dangerous mission? What if next you have to go undercover, Kadal?
What's more dangerous than 3 bandits in the basement of an inn?
What
for
could
me,
possibly be more dangerous?
What could be worse?
I can't even think.
That's where the book stops. That's the first and last chapter of the monster manual.
Nate,
3 bandits.
Is there anything we know about staying in the military? Like, do we then receive pay? Do we stay in the same place? Is there anything, other information about what it's like to enlist?
You would more or less continue as things have been. Basically, all of your living expenses are covered. I'll make a note of this for future sessions, but like financial compensation should probably be a thing. So most likely at some point you'll have been paid for this mission. So yeah, that's kind of how it is. Basically, most of your stuff is covered, additional pay for that, and you would continue living. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there more, like, is there access to more gear, or like, is there something where we can like acquire more abilities or anything that would benefit us in being the Order Under versus going just being a regular civilian at this point?
That more comes down to most of that stuff happens on level up.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe there's room for a few item upgrades here and there. But for the most part, most of that just comes with more time and more experience.
Yeah. And does it have to be like a consecutive, or like, can we get a week off to decide and tour everybody's hometown?
Do we have breaks?
Like, we just go to Cassia's and then like my house is empty.
Like in The Bachelor where they have the like home date or whatever?
Yeah.
He
did come meet my parents, but my parents are dead.
Rainer home date.
He did say you need answers
by sundown.
By day's end, yeah.
Day's end.
The first answer is yes, but wait a week? Yeah.
No, I
we
made
all
a
agree
promise
that we want to know what's going on, right? Like, do you feel the same way that I do? I can't go back to my normal life. I can't go back to the farm now knowing that this is happening.
Well, I made a promise to Master Zarinus, and I told him I'd help him with this Marlowe investigation. So I have to stay.
Then we all have to stay, right?
Are you sure, Cassia? You're the only one that has something to go home to.
Well, we could all go home to
Well,
my farm. You're welcome. And we could... I guess what I'm saying is, even if I went home, I'd still be on the mission. This new mission, that is our secret mission that we're making right now.
Yeah. It's...
And if...
I just had this vision of us being like, yeah, let's go to Cassia's farm, and it becomes Stardew Valley D&D.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's just a cozy D&D session.
It's like a meteor strikes in the night. It's a thing that happens in Stardew for those of that.
That's so good. That's good.
It's a slime infestation.
I love it. If we're going to stay, then I'm staying not for the Order Under, and not for Rainer, and not for whatever they're trying to do. I'm staying for My own reasons. And I'm only staying if you three are staying.
Your own reasons? What reasons?
Are they 3 reasons?
3 reasons? All 3 of us are like...
He was just about to, like, put his hand in, and now he's just like,
Kadal's just like
reasons.
snout in Lacan's face again, like.
I want to know what's beyond the wall. I want to know what the Underorder is hiding, and I need to know what they're keeping from us. And he's like blustering and just like announcing to no one in the room.
I think the reasons are called Cassia, Kadal, and Luna.
And the egg.
And the baby giant spider.
You can think whatever you want, but I'm just going to need you to fight better than you did in the end.
Okay.
Fighting together.
Okay.
I would 5 Kadal about thinking whatever we want. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Lacan looks at Cassia for help.
Also,
at that point, you hear a voice at your door.
I can't leave you hanging.
As a soldier says, Troop B84, we are just about at lights out. The general needs your decision. Are you re-enlisting, or are you going back to being a civilian? We will start with, let's see here. Cadet Cassia.
I'm going to stay.
Okay. Cadet Kadal.
Re-enlisting, sir.
All right. Cadet Lacan.
Re-enlisting, sir.
Okay. And Cadet Luna.
She's still hanging upside down over the bunk, so she flips off and kind of like awkwardly lands in front of him and says, I'm staying.
All right. I will inform the general of your decision. Have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you, sir. You too.
I close the door behind me, and then I'm like, if we're on a secret mission and we're not really Troop B84, we need our own team name. Just think about it.
Any suggestions, Luna?
Something crawling through a secret tunnel and then almost dying.
That's a long
Very
nickname,
snappy.
but I like it.
Okay.
Like one
Maybe
of
we
those
should all sleep
old
on it.
god titles.
Why don't we ask Pluck what he thinks?
Pluck.
Where is Pluck?
Is Pluck re-enlisting? Is he still part of our troop?
You were told Pluck was reassigned.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, then Lacan just kind of grabs his heart and wobbles when you
Kadal looks at Luna and is like, what did you do?
So y'all are sleeping on it?
Yeah.
Yes, we need to sleep.
Real bad.
All right.
Long sleep.
We're too
Kadal's so
Restfully.
emotional because he has 3 HP and he had 2 panic attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone just
And-
think about it while you're sleeping.
All right. Everyone can go ahead and mark a long rest.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Home sweet home.
Luna,
Yeah.
with you typically being up before everyone else, a good couple hours before everyone starts waking up, you hear a knock at your door. Little boom, 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 boom.
That doesn't wake anybody else up?
No, it's very slight, and everyone else is still in rest mode.
5 knocks is crazy.
I tiptoe over and open the door with the intention to chastise whoever it is that my troop is still sleeping.
Do you open the door?
Do I have a peephole?
No.
Toxic.
Dun, 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 dun.
Can I see through the crack in the door?
You speak so scared.
We've learned things.
I get down like
All the way
this?
down to, yeah.
Can I
Yeah,
see their
you
feet?
see very, very large boots.
Basterfield sized?
Possibly.
All right. I open the door.
He goes, hello. It is I, General Reginald Basterfield, 69th of my name. It is nice, thank you. Might I enter?
Everyone's sleeping.
Oh, that's okay. They're capable of waking up.
Well, why are you whispering then?
Well, the door's open and everyone else will hear me.
Okay.
Amazing. He closes the door very quietly.
Hey, everyone. General Basterfield's here.
Troop B84.
I pop up in bed like, don't wake daddy. Like, my little like pom-pom hat.
Kadal pops up, but he's still bigger than the bed, so his head just crushes Luna's bed.
Cassia was holding the candy in her sleep, and she feels really embarrassed.
Say we go for a stroll. As you see standing behind him, someone else kind of snuck in the room with him. As standing in the corner, you see another cadet. His uniform hood is up and his face is obscured, but they appear to be human.
No beak.
Is anything off about them?
Just
do they
human?
Stand like a fighter, or do they stand like a
roll perception?
Have we all of us?
Sure.
17 for the con.
And a 13 for Kadal.
19 for Cassia.
Nice.
9.
Cassia, you see that this individual looks to be possibly on the older side. He's human and his face and neck are a bit wrinkly, which is weird for a cadet.
Narrows it down.
Do we have a lot of old friends?
No.
We're like, cadets are supposed to be in their prime, aren't they?
Hey, he could be in his prime, actually.
Very true. Very true. Have we seen a human before?
Yeah, whole bunch. Very common. Look on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm a little grayer and pointy-eared than most humans, but you know.
Right. That's right.
The future.
Yeah, the weirdest thing is that this looks to be an older person.
Whoa.
Who are
It
you?
says, well, a leader that is alone has no one to lead, and thus is no leader at all.
Great.
Off we go then.
Okay.
We go.
Scramble.
Starts exiting. I'm assuming, is everyone following?
We go.
Oh, yeah.
Can we perceive Basterfield? Is it for sure him, or is it and I want to go dun 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 dun.
Hey, General Basterfield, how many points do I have?
Oh, at least 69.
Yeah, but the real General Basterfield would remember exactly how many points I had.
This is a very true statement. I believe before the 69, there was an additional 17.
Checks out.
Don't forget.
That's actually it checks out.
Right. So he's walking you not just outside of the main headquarters, but he actually begins to walk you towards the gates of the city.
Yes.
We don't. Did we pack up? Are we dressed? Am I still in my striped pajamas and sleep ascot?
Maybe. As
Are
he
you?
approaches
Did you
the
not
guard,
change?
and says, "Good morning. It is I, General Basterfield, 69th of my name. These cadets are on a very important mission. Very secret military stuff and all that." As the gates open, he says, "Right, off we go then."
I would like to have been dressed.
It was a bit of an abrupt leave. Maybe you managed to grab a jacket or something.
Definitely my rapier. I mean, I don't go far without that.
Yeah,
but then, in the confusion, some random other things. A doily, a candlestick. Not helpful.
General Basterfield, Could you tell us what we're doing, and could we maybe change our clothes real fast?
He's still just kind of walking. He says, don't fall too far behind. A nice morning stroll is not something to take lightly.
So Kadal asks the human, so what's your name?
Does not answer.
Feels weird.
Yeah. I just like walk a little slower behind.
As we leave, I mean, is anyone like watching us, looking at us? Is anyone else awake or around in town?
The only other people who you know would be aware of this happening are the guards that were controlling the gate, and the general just gave them an order to let y'all out, and they don't seem to question it.
And what's our password for getting back in? But when the mission's complete, you know.
Password?
How do we get back inside the town when we're outside the town?
Who are you asking?
I guess like above, but we would have done this last time when we returned from our mission. So I don't know the mechanism that we would at least be familiar with for like greeting or like yelling at the gate.
The guards are usually in the know of who to expect and who to recognize for letting in and out. But I mean, that can be wrong. But it's not like a password thing situation.
Got it. So there's not a panic of us being exiled. It's just he's hurrying us out of the gates right now. Okay.
Because he's leading, so he walks out the gates first.
Right. All right. Well, if he's going out first, I'll follow him.
I'll follow Lacan.
Cassia is really psyched because she was just thinking about how disappointed she was that General Basterfield wasn't going to do anything. And now there's hope anew. She's really excited walking behind him.
Kadal's just
or he's a doppelganger and leading us to our death.
Yeah.
Has not occurred to me.
True. Yeah. Kadal's just behind the human, like, why didn't he say his name? It's freaking weird. Like, we're on the same team. It's kind of a weird thing to do.
Well, you walk a little bit of a ways out from the city. Not like super far, like hours and hours or anything, but you know, good few minutes. As he says, you know, it can be so peaceful out here sometimes. Starlight can be so mesmerizing.
That's true.
This is only our second time out, sir. I wouldn't know.
Yes.
And then we're pretending they're like airplanes in the night sky. Are these shooting stars?
Should we make a wish right now?
Really? Like, a wish right now? A wish right now.
Or a wish right now.
But like, when he refers to them as stars, that's kind of what we all colloquially refer to as the twinkling things up there. Or refer to them as?
No.
No, okay.
Stars is not the word we use?
No.
So yeah, Lacan is hung up on this.
Yeah.
What's a star?
He kind of pauses at that question and says, I wanted to speak with you all, off the record, about what you saw out there. I know at this point you have suspicions, and a man's word can only go so far. I've given, and the Order under has given plenty of reason for you to distrust. But is there any way I can get you to swear that, for the time being, this conversation stays between us?
Well, I would definitely trust General Basterfield. So if General Basterfield is asking me to swear, then I swear.
I swear.
Kadal is hesitant, but he just...
We'll keep it between us.
He looks to the cadet accompanying you and gives him a nod. As the old man pulls down his hood and then kind of reaches under his scarf, you see he starts peeling off a mask. And underneath this facade is not a human, but you see the head of a bronze robot-like being. You see his eyes glowing amber. And he says, "This is model number M0DM, or Modem. He is a friend of mine." As the cadet looks to you, says, "Charmed."
Where are you from?
Elsewhere.
Where's that?
The general says, "Oh, a long time ago, a massive battle was fought. Genius magical mechanics, known as artificers, created sentient soldiers from scratch, from metal, from wood, from stone. Modem is an example of one of those soldiers."
Why does it look like...
Don't say it, that's rude.
It looks like the same thing that killed Jawripper.
I had heard that. That is concerning.
Are you not with that, whatever that thing was?
The individual you encountered, the one that killed Jawripper, is something, well, someone that we have been after for a very long time. And we've been unable to track him down. Quite frankly, we weren't even sure he existed.
Why should we trust this one?
Badal, why are you being so mean?
Because the other one killed Jawripper.
If you met someone who looked like me, would you like them just because they looked like me?
If you killed Jawripper, I would not.
It's a fair suspicion, and thus why I keep this information hidden. It is a suspicion I have all but become acquainted with.
You've been
Yes!
looking for him for a long time. What is your intention with him?
Well, he may look like Modem here, but he is very different. Tell me, do you believe in ghosts? No wrong answers, but there is a right answer.
Yes.
Well,
magnetically, metaphysically.
Cassian made one earlier and got us out of that cave, so...
Terrifying!
Yeah. Oh, no, it's a nice ghost, though. We made a song about him.
Amazing.
Jerry.
Why do you ask?
Jerry.
Well, the individual you encountered, the one that killed Jawripper, is what's known as the Unhallowed. After the war for which these soldiers were created, many of these constructs perished, as soldiers do, and were buried with respects, as any other soldier would be. But over time, some of them came back. But different. They sounded different, acted different. They were entirely different people. And it is thought by many that when someone dies, with unfinished business, their spirits wander aimlessly as a ghost does, and they powerlessly, in hopes to resolve whatever it is that's keeping them from passing, can resolve this business. When the Unhallowed came to be, it's believed by many that the ghost of someone who had died was able to inhabit the bodies of these constructed soldiers, giving them powers and abilities to resolve their unfinished business. Only a handful of these things, these unhallowed, came to be before the remaining corpses had to be destroyed. But it couldn't stop the spirits of those who had already found new vessels. They roam this world in search of resolution, but most of them have been lost for so long, they've almost lost themselves entirely. They're dangerous. They have ambition with no goals. They have drive, but no alliance but their own. We believe that this is what you had encountered.
Why would his unfinished business have to do with Jaw Ripper?
Well, as I said, oftentimes it's believed that if they cannot resolve their business, they lose themselves. They forget what business they had in the first place. And they are cursed to roam, picking up whatever goals, ambitions they find. But whatever it is they put their minds to, it's all just in search to try and move on.
They don't sound too different from most people.
You raise a point.
But this one killed Jaw Ripper, and so I am extremely interested in anything that'll help me dismantle this construct ghost machine.
Yes.
So the Khan like kneels down in front of Modem and is like, "So, how would I kill something like you?"
Why are you all being so rude?
Yeah, the same way you would kill anything else. Hurt it a lot.
Yes, but not with fire, not with piercing nor bludgeoning blows.
Yes. We are designed quite superior to most of you.
Lacan's just gonna kind of reach in and like poke at some of the shoulder joints of the creature, like a little bit of like the jeweler like inspector coming out in him. Like,
how old are you? I say to Modem.
I just gotta make sure I have some stuff jotted down. He says, there isn't a gap. He answers you. He says, 273 years, 2 months, 14 days, 3 hours, 2 minutes, and 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 seconds.
Wow. Is that how old people normally are?
No, but we are not normal people.
Could also.
Modem,
Oh.
did you see the sky fall?
I did not.
Cadell says, General Basherfield, what are we supposed to do with this?
Right. Well, this unhallowed, this foul being, this monster, this creature that killed Jaw Ripper and had you on the ropes. I need you to find him again.
What?
And I need you to bring him back here.
Say that again, sir.
I need you to find the unhallowed that you had encountered. And I need you to bring him to me.
Huh.
and how do you suggest we do that, General?
Well, That's why I asked you, because until now, we've had no success in making contact, and aside from us having anyone survive, anyone who has found this thing barely makes it out alive and is unable to find them. But you seem to have had the best success in your interaction.
Best success would be not necessarily the words I would use.
In comparison, I would.
Well.
Well, you've certainly brought us modem for a reason, I believe. And then there's nothing I can glean from like how these constructs are put together or like points of weakness from investigating modem, is there?
From investigating, no. But he can give you info. He says, although we differ in spirit, we are similar in physicality. And thus, well, disposing of him is possible. Just rather difficult.
So, are you supposed to join us on this mission to get this other unhallowed?
He looks to the general. Kadal, can you roll persuasion?
Persuasion, here we go. Oh, 9. It was on 19 and went.
Ah.
Can I reach out and put my hand on General Basterfield and say, please? And also try?
He says, unfortunately, I'm not yet comfortable with Modem leaving my side. You see, after the Unhallowed had risen up, well, fear at the appearance of these individuals became quite common. Not just in the cities, but all around.
How many of these are there? Kadal inspects Modem.
We are only aware of the one remaining. Previous ones had been dealt with, and all of the remaining bodies of the constructs were destroyed to prevent this from happening again.
And you're sure this one isn't a companion of the other?
Absolutely. Modem has been by my side for, well, a very, very long time.
Are you guys in love?
Luna, or Kadal goes,
Lacan's like,
Does he answer?
Cassie is into it.
Cassie's like, yeah, are you? He's rolling. Yes, yes. Let's go.
We roll for romance.
Canonize it, canonize it, canonize it.
Basterfield seems a little flustered and thrown off by the question. Modem, being very calm and collected, says, the discussion was had, but the conclusion is that it would not be a compatible companionship.
Oh, that breaks my heart, man. I get it.
Facebook status.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. Lacan's suspicions have been raised by Basterfield's vague references to the passage of time. General Basterfield, you speak a lot of the past from personal experience. Exactly how far back does that experience go? How
A
old are
very, very long time.
you? How very?
Well, you'd think an elephant wouldn't forget. But it has been so long, it's hard to put it into a numerical value.
Was it the age difference that made you incompatible?
Why is he rolling more?
This is wild.
Masterfield still kind of flustered, seems a little thrown off by the previous question. Modem chimes in again. In the grand scheme of things, our age differences are quite minimal.
Bastard is like,
I just want to remark that it's been long enough for you to look up at the sky and name something we've never heard before. What are these stars?
Is that like
Oh, that's just something, a fun word for it. Stars are what lights in the sky are called from the other world that we come from.
What
You come from another world?
Why are you giving them all of this information?
What's a sky? Wait, what's a sky?
We all box out Basterfield and we all just start focusing on
wait, hold on, what's a sky? Other world?
How did you come here?
Where did you come from?
What's
Where are
the
you
other
going?
world called?
That is not important at this time.
God.
But understanding the basic concept that we are not from the same place as you all are, which is here.
Then
We did not see the sky fall. We arrived after it had happened.
There's another world?
Which direction did you come from?
Yeah, it's either left or right.
Left.
Holy.
We used to trust left.
It's a bad direction.
The general is hesitant with sharing this much information.
I'm hesitant to trust someone from the left.
More
the general
so the
is
other direction.
The general is hesitant because it could lose him his ranking within the Order Under, which he worked very hard to achieve in order for us to get access to resources to find the Unhallowed.
You have access to resources to find him.
I think we're the resources, Godot.
Yes, it does behoove our cause for me to be a high-ranking officer here, and with my military experience, it was actually quite easy to get in the ranks.
Oh, was it like the leadership power difference that was the incompatibility?
It could. Yes.
That's so sad.
Yes, well, as tragic as your romance is, I'm finding it harder and harder to trust you the more information you share. If you didn't come from this world, then are we just tools to get you back to where you came from? How could we possibly matter to you?
This is a fair question. Yes, we came here. And yes, we witnessed the birth of the Unhallowed, and yes, we wish to resolve that matter, but to be quite honest, I've grown quite attached to this world. It is interesting. It is quaint. And quite frankly, I enjoy being the general of the Order Under.
Must have been a real shithole you came from then.
Well, as I mentioned, there was quite a war.
How long ago did you come here?
Oh, it's been such a long time. It's hard to 74 years.
What kind of years? Like human years or like Dweragar years?
They're all the same, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, could you take us to the world that you came from?
No.
Ah. Okay. Okay.
Did
So-
others come with you?
Yes.
How many?
I believe that is more than enough for them to handle for now. I think we're
But you
sort of
haven't told us
losing
how
the
to
plot.
find. You haven't told us how to find this other person.
And what to do
Ow!
when we find him.
My cat just bit me.
Oh my god.
Yes. How to find him. That leads me to the point I was going to make until we got into rather personal affairs.
Luna has
It's-
little heart eyes.
It seemed relevant.
Lacan says affair and elbows Luna.
I have for you a mission. Not from the Order Under, but from me. From us. Are you willing to hear this mission out and accept it in order to bring the individual that killed Jaw Ripper to justice?
Absolutely.
In stages.
Yes, sir.
The first part, and then perhaps the second part. You guys already said yes around him though, so he's like,
He's like Lacan's like trying to be cool, and we're like, yeah. He's like, damn it, guys.
General
Very
Bastard
well.
is the closest thing I have to a father. So.
Oh.
Says, very well. It's understandable you'll want to hear this in stages, so the first thing I must tell you about are something, or rather, someone called the Cloakers.
No.
Cloakers!
Cloakers.
Cloakers!
Cloakers.
Who hurt?
Cloakers.
That's who hurt all of those people. We saw them. They were not good.
When I got
The
acid
ones
on
that
me.
survived.
the one that attacked us in our room?
No, I thought that was jelly or pudding.
No,
That was, you're right, that was a black pudding.
But
A
that got
bunch of
us in
troops
to find out
left.
about the cloakers.
And they didn't
Okay,
come back.
Let them tell us about the cloakers.
Right. Yeah. Tell us about the cloakers, sir.
Yeah.
Right. Just got excited.
And that's where we'll stop.
You know!
Oh!
God damn it!
How do you sleep at
Woo-wee.
night?
Nate's like, I set him down a tunnel and then I withheld information. It was a great day.
Tunnel went crazy, dude.
Tunnel was insane.
Was there an end to the tunnel?
Huh?
Endless tunnel.
Endless tunnel.
With exhaustion.
Endless.
Well, that concludes our show for the day. We'll be back next Wednesday with even more action.
Romance?
Oh my gosh,
Drama.
I ship them so hard. But we want to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Roll for Gravity. They are so kind to be supporting our show, and they will probably be useful to you if you like to play Dungeons and Dragons and you're looking for a group, or actually any TTRPG. Roll for Gravity is a great place to look. They have a lot of scheduling tools and also tools for DMs who want to run games, or tools for you if you're looking for a DM who's running a game. So please do check them out at Roll for Gravity, 4 being the number, roll4gravity.com, and tell them we sent you because they're great. We also want to thank those of you who have directly supported the show during this episode. We are too entranced in our game during the game to say hello to you out loud, but we want to take a moment to do that at the end of our show. So thank you so much to Eiffels, Apollo 4, Starchy Tart, and Jess Lynn, who have all supported the show by becoming members, subscribing on Twitch, or super chatting. So thank you all so much. We love you. You are the best. Mwah. That is it for the show. let's go around and anyone mention anything they have going on that they want to direct people's attention to this week, starting with Rachel.
Yeah, it's me. I have a crazy week. I have double booked myself for both Brawl Stars and the Pokemon EUIC preview show. So you can catch me on the Pokemon live stream on Friday, and then you can catch me on Weird Malaysian Times the rest of the weekend. We'll figure out exactly when that is. I'm not quite sure. I'm also making one of those. I'm gonna send this to production, see if I can get it up in time before it's over. This is so not worth it, but I'm making art. So I'm gonna pass it off to Cassia and let her keep talking.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, Christina! Oh my God, your real life human name.
That makes me so happy. I'm just the usual suspects. Cryingiscool.substack.com, and I don't know. Maybe we could all meet at a big open field and just like braid each other's hair. That'd be kind of cool too. Bo.
Yeah, you can, like always, find me on socials at Bo Bascoro. If you want to listen to some happy sounding sad songs, you can listen to me on wherever you listen to music. So Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, SoundCloud, Deezer, Tidal, you name it, I'm on it. And yeah, and if you're interested in talking about fandom or specifically Pokemon, Digimon, and Final Fantasy, you can follow me at Bobascoromon anywhere else. And I tag Nathan.
Oh, I got nothing going on. Who's left to tag?
Your wife.
Wow. Go.
Oh, God.
You can find me at Anna Prosser. That you can see an image on the screen of how close we got to those diamonds.
Yes.
Stop.
Bless her.
They would have squished us.
I like that there's a little one for Cassia.
Yeah, me too.
Listen, I made this with screen copy and paint, so obviously great.
Anyways, yeah, you can find me at Anna Prosser everywhere online or annaprosser.com. Saturday is my actual birthday, so I'm gonna be just living it up this week. I don't have much work that you can watch, so find me on social media. And
say happy birthday. Should we all sing happy birthday to Anna?
You don't have to sing happy
birthday. Should we sing just the birthday though?
Let's just sing birthday. Let's just sing birthday for Anna. Ready?
Nate, you gonna lead us?
Go for it. I was grabbing something. Do it. I believe in you. 1,
2, 3. Birthday. 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 Birthday.
Thanks. That was
nice.
Really heartwarming.
Happy birthday, Anna!
I appreciate that. It's one of the most beautiful renditions I've ever heard, and haunting. On that note, don't forget to follow at StonesThrow RPG on Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and of course on YouTube. And we will be back again next week. Oh, and don't forget to hang out in the Discord. If you're looking for the Discord link, which so many of you always are, you can use !Discord in chat to pull that link. Or if you're watching this video later and you're not in chat, the link is in the description of the video, as are many, many other links and ways you can find your way to our incredible community who I love so much.
Your fan art's amazing.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you guys. The fan art has been going so hard. We've been loving it. We were talking about it all weekend. Well, I was talking about it.
Also, your episode discussions give us life. I cannot express.
I can't wait to look at it now. Sorry. No pressure. No, but also no pressure. I hope you're all just enjoying it and like
I'm looking. I'm already looking.
I also want to say too that fan art is often considered to be like two-dimensional painting, drawing. But we've seen some awesome sculpture taking place. We've seen someone making jewelry. I'm really hoping that we get some like people writing their own episodes or behind the scenes things with the characters. So don't feel like you have to be a 2D artist or 3D artist to participate in fan art. Whatever you make, cosplay, sandwiches,
that Cassia cosplay as long as I
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh my
The meta jokes are brilliant.
That is
You're all
wild.
so smart and funny.
That was so fast.
I want to see my modem Basterfield ship art.
That's
I'm
insane.
gonna make some.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
good.
really busy.
Good, great. All right. We've got notebooks out. We're gonna go make that art right now.